everybody! I'm so excited to post this video today. My sketch is being featured on the Paper Issues blog for their 31 days of sketches for the month of July. And so I created this sketch sort of based off a layout that I made a few months ago with strips of paper. And I decided that I wanted to recreate it, and I am right now cutting the strips of paper. I think they are 1.5 inches by, I think 9.5 inches. And what I'm going to do is fringe these with my fringe scissors, and then I end up adding quite a few more strips than what is in the original sketch. You will see. I also want to kind of warn you that some of my footage got lost on this video. I don't know what happened. It recorded for quite a while, and then I stood up to look at it and it wasn't recording, and then that sort of kept happening. So parts of it, my process are a little cut off, but at least you'll get to see how I create the background. Alright, so just finishing up that last fringe strip. I do end up cutting 3 more fringe strips to fit once I get this all laid out. So I'm going through the die cuts. These are from the Simple Stories Let's Go collection. And I'm just kind of placing out what I think might work for this layout. And this is a picture from Epcot when we were there for our honeymoon. It was the International Flower Festival, so they had all these topiaries throughout the park. And this was leading right into Mexico, so I titled this Explore Mexico. So in my sketch there is a circular design on the bottom left and the top right, which sort of have some clusters in them. And so what I decided to do is take this chipboard frame and cut it in half and then tuck those pieces in on either side. And you'll see that's where I find that I need a few more fringed strips. I try to make it work, but I want it to be a bit fuller. I also found that with the fringe strips, you sort of have to adhere them bottom to top, because you want to tuck your pieces under your fringed pieces underneath the one above. And so every time I lay them out, I pick them back up so I can start from the bottom. Alright, so I have those chipboard pieces laid out, and once again I am laying out all those fringe strips just to see my spacing. And I believe this is where I realize I need a few more. And at first I just cut 2, and then while I'm gluing them down I realized that I need another one of the orange polka dot as well. And these scissors are really fun. They're from, I think, Hobby Lobby maybe, or Michael's. I think they're pretty widely available though. Alright, there we go. Picking them up again. And then I wanted a strong adhesive to adhere them down so that they weren't going to go anywhere. And shockingly, I did not add any machine stitching on this layout. There wasn't really enough room to add it around the border, which is sort of my go-to. I usually frame the layout. A lot of times I'll also mat my layout with another cardstock or pattern paper behind it, but the design on this sort of went right up to the edge. Alright, so I'm getting all of these laid down. And this is where I realize I need one more, so I quickly just cut this orange down to size. The one thing about the fringe scissors, it always hurts my finger. The way that the finger grips are. One finger's always out and the metal presses against it. Alright, so we're getting my photo mat. I've mentioned this before, but I always keep a box of 3x4 white cardstock pieces right by my desk because I print my photos in 3x4 and then I just trim a little bit down on either side. And then I can mat it right on that white 3x4 cardstock that I've pre-cut. This is one way I like to use journaling cards. I like to mat them behind photos, and since these were exactly 3x4, I did them a little bit offset. And then because the fringed pieces are quite dimensional, I decided to add some foam adhesive to the back of that. I know I want that van there. I keep putting it there. Okay, so here's where I decide where I'm going to get my title from. And I see that Explore on those Heidi Swap thickers, and it's sort of in the perfect color scheme, kind of pink to orange. And I love this font that's in the Let's Go sticker book. And so I decided to spell Mexico. And the stickers are pretty thin in the Simple Stories sticker books, so I decided to mat it on cardstock. And then I cut it out, which was a little bit tricky, and in hindsight I don't think I would have done this because I end up putting this right over the bottom of the photo, and I think that it would have been just fine if I adhered it right onto the photo. But what are you gonna do? At least this way I got to kind of act like it was a die cut and move it around. So this is where some of my footage got lost. It wasn't filming. I guess it didn't get lost. It wasn't filming when I thought it was, and then it did it again. So I'm a little bit further along in my embellishment process here. But in those two chipboard frames that are in the bottom and top corners, I'm doing some clusters there. And it's a combination of chipboard pieces, die cuts, sticker. I don't think actually I have any stickers. And then I lost some more footage at the end, so I think it's going to kind of wrap me up soon. But you'll see in the still shots at the end the things that I added in. These little hearts, and then I put one on that map, kind of, I try to place it where Orlando, Florida would be on the map. And then I add a few things here and there, some word stickers under Mexico, and that finishes off the layout. So I hope you enjoyed watching this process. I hope you try the sketch out and join us in the Facebook group for paper issues. This is sketch number 17. They have one per day this month, so go check them out. I've been super inspired trying to keep up with them all. And I hope that you have a great day.